Hello and welcome to this next episode in this video series. So we're checking out some missions to the DungeonCrawler Game Jam of 2024. And this time we will have a look at The Facility by Slippers. And first we will have a look at the theme incorporation here. And we should have Solitude and Ancient Ruins. The player is completely alone in a desolate facility. Ancient Ruins, there's a small nod to classic dungeon crawlers later with some ruins. However, this is very much a tertiary. Alright, let's have a look at the game page here. The game. The Facility is a micro-adventure game taking place in a futuristic but desolate outstation. Your task, quite simply, to escape. It features linear gameplay with easy minigames and a minimal narrative that doesn't take itself too seriously. Expected playtime is 10 to 15 minutes. Controls, movement and strafing, WSD, numpad or arrow keys. Alright, interact a spacebar, use consumables F1 and F2. Interesting. Maybe I should note that down. F1, F2. Use the mouse to turn the pick. Hold spacebar to turn the barrel. This will secure the pick in place. The closer you are to the correct picking location, the more the barrel will turn, the less the pick will shake, vibrate. Okay, we'll see when we come to that. About. The game is both my first jam entry and my first ever game, and I decided to enter DC Jam 2024 as an opportunity to learn. I have some limited software development experience, but this was entirely new for me. And after 2 YouTube tutorials, I set out on this little adventure. As a result of my lacking experience, the game primarily features small modular activities to help manage scope, such as lockpicking and other quicktime events. I was not confident in tackling a traditional dungeon crawler head-on, so I tried to pick a project with my limitations in mind that would still fit a theme and within the jam's rules. Yeah, I think the lockpicking would fit as combat replacement basically. If there is a limited supply which you can restock or something. I decided to not include combat as a result, however, in the future I would love to add this and feel it would flesh the game out a lot. Of course, like most, I wish I could have done more, but as a beginner, I'm really proud of having something to submit, as off-piste as it may be. I hope you enjoy what I've managed to come up with, and I'd love to know your thoughts. Alright. Known issues. The quest manager can become tangled and not display correctly. If this happens, just carry on as best as you can, and it will untangle itself the next trigger. There's one slope near the end of the game that can rarely move you out of bounds. If this happens, try to run back into the map on a non-sloped area and you will be able to carry on. Alright. Plans. I intend to continue learning by updating the game. I would like to implement a form of combat and depth to the stamina system and minigames, some semblance of narrative, environmental storytelling to explain more of the why, better sound effects. Hydraulic door sound is from a can of shaving foam squirting, explorable areas such as ventilation shafts, performance improvements, and file size optimizations. Alright, and then there are the sources. It's also nice that everything is listed here. I already downloaded the game. Yeah, it's quite a chunk with 299, but I've seen worse. So that's not a big issue. And yeah, with that, let's jump into the game The Facility by Slippers. And here we are in The Facility. Let's start. I think it's loading. Loading! Okay, here we are. Objectives: find a way out of the cell block. We have, okay. We have a toilet. Great. And we have a bed. Alright. So, well, let's first force open. Okay. Okay, this is really quick time, so I have to repeatedly press space. I like the... Ooh, yeah, the performance is not the best. The sound environment is nice. Okay. Pick up a mid-pack. Alright. Oh, we can use that with F1. Alright. Can we go past that? Nope. Ah, and this is the lockpicking thing. And there was something with pressing space, right? Alright. Inspect the electricity barrier. Optional. Interact with the power box. Turn on the lights. Yeah, the atmosphere is nice. The walls are a bit too thin. This could have been avoided by just having additional blocks here and not having this immediate transition between one tile and another, and just add another block then, because there aren't thin walls, but it's not really necessary there. Ah, there's an energy drink. Push button, inspect the electricity barrier, interact with the... Okay, let's try that. Oh, that's cool. Nice. So regarding the perspective and controls, the perspective is fine, I would say. Could be a little bit like that we see the tile we're standing on. I think the tiles are maybe slightly smaller than they could be, but it's fine. But I think if if we could see slightly more, it would be better. I will just put Grimrock as comparison. Yes, as I mentioned, slightly too small. Or, I mean, Grimrock is just a standard. It might just be, let's take here Lands of Lore, for example. I mean, of course, it is not necessary that every game does it like that, but this is just, yeah, an example of where it works well. So, I think with slightly bigger tiles, this also would have been, you would have seen the floor you're standing on. The bigger issue is the movement. There's continuous movement, so if you hold down the forward key, it's fluent movement, so, and this also looks fine. But the issue is that if you go forward and turn right, then the right button is basically ignored, right? So forward right, forward right, forward right, and it's never turning right because it's still in movement. So it would be nice if the turn to the right was queued up, and this would immediately feel much better with navigating. Alright, but at least, I mean, it's somewhat quick if you hold the button, so even the long distances aren't really a problem. But it becomes a problem once we have to zigzag somewhere. Yeah, nice sound environment. Okay, so we have quite a few possibilities here. Ah, okay. Well, this actually works well, the lockpicking part. Can we... Yeah, we can stack them. Touch the barrier. Whoo! That's cool. Yeah, a very nice effect. like being thrown away, and it's also nice that the lights are going out. Yeah, that's cool. But I'm not going to touch that again. Well, not for now. The reflection room. Let's see. What happens if we fail? I don't think that we can even fail. Yeah, I don't think that we can fail. Time out. Please reflect on your behavior. Provided for a convenience. DC Jam 2024 slipper hat. Reflect on your behavior. Okay, nice. Okay, what do we have here? The soft room. Pick up energy drink. We can do that through the wall. And this is also showing through the wall, but fine. Okay, so we need to probably go downstairs and check there for the energy source. Pick up energy drink. Pick up knife. Medpack. We can use a medpack now. Also, the performance issues seem to be gone, so maybe it was just loading in the whole level in the beginning and that caused the issues. Okay, is there anything else here? What you can do is hold the turn button and it will then turn the moment the execution for the other movement finished. So that makes it a bit quicker to move around. But then again, this for example is also not necessary. While holding the forward button, it's always nice if it's a continuous movement. With turning around, I would not do that because it never makes sense to turn around, to continuously turn around. So if I want to turn twice, I will click the button twice and that's fine. And if it's queuing up, so forward turn, and if that was working, then with the turning it would also be fine. But keeping the button pressed makes no sense in any case. So I would just disable that function for this. Okay, there was another way down, right? Yeah. Inspect the strange power console. You are unfamiliar with the console's design. It is archaic in comparison to the surrounding technology in the facility you find yourself in. The power cables converge in the wall behind you. Perhaps destroying those will disrupt the barrier. With your newfound love for playing with electricity at the risk of your life, you can surely find a way to douse the console and short it out, or just rip the cables from the wall if you want. Oh, escape. Destroy the main power cables, red lit room. Optional, find something to pour over the console and disrupt the power flow. Optional, slash the console with a knife. Splash console. Destroy the main power cables. Okay, I have to do both. Yeah, wasn't too healthy, but it worked. Yeah, using the medkit is also maybe not the best sound effect for that. Okay, now we can move through this barrier here. Oh. Alright, pick up the glowing crystal. Pick up energy drink. find the use for the crystal. Maybe we can just... No, we cannot destroy this. Maybe we can just place it back on the... No. Yeah, I have no idea. But now the background humming, everything is silent. Since we turned off the power. Alright, let's see if we can find something. So this seems... okay, insert crystal. And it goes down. Enter the gateway. What? Crawl through the dungeon to dungeon and discover the magic preventing your escape. Okay, that's unexpected. Nice. Okay. Let's pick the lock. Oh, and we also have another lock design now. Okay. Okay. That was close. I don't see anything. But it doesn't look like there's much. Okay. Schnipp schnapp. Everything is fine. Okay, maybe we should, examine book. The runes erase from the page, closely resembling the markings on the exit door. The book is almost speaking to you, complaining actually. In fact, you've caused such a disturbance in the last 15 minutes that the book is quite done with your shenanigans and wants you to leave. Despite the omnipotent eldritch power contained in the pages, you are free to leave and stop touching things you're not supposed to. Allow the book to guide you through the exit. Oh. Full transition. Empty hunger. And there's a ship ready. But let's go here. Air defense online. A repair AI offline. Phase gate closed. We don't have any objective at the moment. So I'm not sure what happens if I actually use the ship when the air defense is online. Because being shut down by the air defense is probably not very pleasant. But we also don't have any hit points or so anymore, so... Well, let's try. Start engines.
Systems online. It has been 84 years since diagnostics were last run. Running diagnostics.
Maybe it would have been a good idea to run diagnostics before we start.
The metallic hydrogen engine is losing thrust, rerouting all auxiliary systems.
Everything is fine.
Main engines lost. If I reroute all remaining power, we will get one charge of the warp drive. Shall I proceed?
We don't have a choice, right? So let's do that.
Charging warp drive. Jump available in 60 seconds.
Let's not crash.
Detecting Solco's search radar. The air defense systems are still online, and I cannot hail the facility on any frequency. Lock on. Taking evasive action. Où est le poulet?
Mes systèmes linguistiques sont handing over manual control.
Uh-huh. Who knows? I don't know if we need to do that in some speed. It doesn't look like it, so I just need to press the buttons here.
Drive. Ready.
We fly into the light.
Unidentified vessel. You have entered Federation-controlled space. We can see your hull damage. Stay where you are. A rescue party is on its way.
Ah, okay. Oh, yeah. Wow. Thank you for taking the time to play the facility. I hope you had fun. Definitely. Updates will be coming in the future to flesh out the plot and in-game systems. Let me quickly reduce the volume just a bit. So I think the one thing which was most outstanding in the game is the sound design and the transitions and the like how it was communicating stuff with the player, like touching the barrier, you get thrown back, and yeah, this was really the great implementation. Regarding the lockpicking also was fine. I think it would have been also okay if there was a way to actually lose your lockpicks. And then you maybe can find some new or something, so just to bring a bit more tension. I'm not sure if you can actually die in the game. I mean, we can try, but let's try to die and see what happens. Or let's just try and to fail here. I guess we could get stuck then. Yeah, it's hard work getting stuck. Okay, while I'm trying to get stuck, as I mentioned regarding the perspective, or the overall layout, I think the tile size could have been a bit bigger. Or maybe, I mean, you could change it the other way around, of course, that it just, the camera is different, so it appears bigger. But this is not any, like, big issue or whatnot. For the controls, just, yeah, the easy change I would do is to the rotation. Just don't keep the rotation active. if I press the button once and hold it, it should just turn me one time. And it would be nice if there was, if I move forward and then right, and then release the right button and don't hold it, that it would queue up the turn to the right, so that once I'm forward, I'm also turning to the right. So let me try to get stuck. Okay. Ah, okay, so it has no effect, right? We can just... Okay. So we probably can't get stuck. Now I will try to touch the... So we also cannot lose this one, I guess. Yeah, also nice that there was like these different areas. So, right, with the... Also different lockpicking skins and so on. Very cool. And because we are very... Ah, okay, we can't touch it again. So we probably also cannot die, I guess. Maybe if we run into the traps, but my guess is that it will also stay at 0 like our stamina. But in any case, this could be, of course, some could be changed, right? So that there's a death state when you would need to start over. I mean, can in theory be frustrating, but and then you would need to have saves and whatnot, but still it would have been nice. But if you don't know, then the tension of course is still there. So yeah, I mean, if that's really your first game, I think that's pretty good. I mean, if that was my first game, I would be perfectly happy with that. Yeah, the sound was the sound and the transitions were the biggest things speaking for the game, and the crawler part also worked kind of fine. As was already mentioned, like combat or so would have been nice, but I'm also not sure how it would have been how it would have fit into this environment. It's really more of an adventure thing, but maybe some other mechanic which could I mean, there was lockpicking. But anyways, it's a great game by Slippers. So thanks a lot for that contribution to the DungeonCrawler Game Jam of 2024. And yeah, for all the others, thanks for watching. And also, if you want to check out the game, you can find a link to that down in the video description. You will also find a link when you're on the itch.io page. You will find the profile of Slippers, and then you can just click on that and you will see if there are any new project by this developer, or maybe an updated project or so. So I'm playing that even. I'm recording this now at the 9th of April. I'm not sure when I'm going to release that video, but maybe at the time I'm releasing it, there might already be an update. So check the page if you want to try out this game, or maybe an updated version, or the second game, or whatever. So with that, and if you want to see more videos covering the DungeonCrawler Jam, you also find a playlist down in the video description. Or you can subscribe to the channel, and then you will be notified when I'm uploading more stuff. And with that, thanks for watching. Hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.